Hey gang, Doug here at Iron Village. So today's article, we're talking about a Metcon or interval training, call it what you want, hit workout. In this example, there's so many different examples of, basically it's a work to rest ratio. You can use a timer, which is probably easiest. You can also get into heart rate monitors, which I didn't talk about, but something where, in this example today, we're doing 30 seconds on, 60 seconds off, so 30 60s. If you wanted to do a heart rate monitor, you could still do your 30 seconds of work, and then you wouldn't start your next round until, say, your heart rate dropped 20 beats or even 30 beats a minute to start the next set. Definitely a great option, a little more scientific, if you will. But the timer is just, it's for convenience, it's easy. If you've got large groups, it's very easy, keeps everyone together. So in our example, we're doing 30 60s today. So what it's going to be, the first example, I'm going to show two quick ones. I'm not going to do the actual workout, but I'm going to give you the basis for it. So the first example in the article, we talked about doing 30 seconds of burpees. So different variations of burpees too, we'll talk about real quick. Two options we use here at most of the gym. One is the modified burpee, where we go hands here, kick the feet out or step back, do a push-up position, and then either step up or jump back up and stand. So that's option one. Okay, we call that the modified burpee. The full burpee is where we go all the way down, the chest hits the floor. So it's more like a controlled push-up. So hands still go down, but this time we kick the feet out and go all the way down till the chest is on the floor, stand and have that little hop at the top. Okay. So in our example for the first one, we're going to do 30 seconds of work. So you'll do burpees for 30 seconds. I mentioned hitting 7 as a goal. During the 60 seconds of rest, so we have a timer here. So I could set it to do 30 seconds of work. It's an interval timer, then 60 seconds of rest comes up. During the quote-unquote rest, you're going to come over and you're going to do 5 Supermans. So we're going to be here, set up in that push-up position. Make sure our joints are lined up. So we've got shoulder over elbow over wrist. I'm going to extend those arms out, making sure I don't go into any sort of hyperextension of my low back, and then pull it back forward. So I'm going to bang out 5 reps of the total gym Superman, and then rest the remainder of the minute. So say those 5 takes me 10 seconds. I'll get the 50 seconds remaining to rest. Then after that 60 seconds is up, I'm back to round 2 for my second set of burpees for as many reps as I can get in 30 seconds. Now remember what we talked about to incentivize. If I got 7 in round 1, I'm going to shoot for at least 7 in round 2, maybe even 8. So I get 8 reps. That way I get to reward myself, if you will, with only doing 4 Supermans during the rest period. And you can keep going up every round. Try to get 9 in round 3. Try to get 10 in round 4. There's a point where you won't keep increasing, but you get the idea. So, 8 rounds, 10 rounds of that, 12 rounds of that is a great option. The second one, we're going to use some sort of cardio piece depending on what you have available. I just use a rower here. Rowers, we use rowers a lot. Ski erg machines, sleds. You could do some sort of run, treadmill, or even just heading outside. We also use a lot of bike work here. So in this one, same format, it's 30-60. So we're using that same template. So I'm going to row for 30 seconds, okay? Then 30 seconds of rowing. When I'm done, I put it on up, say I hit 140 meters, just for example. 140 meters. I'm going to hop off. I'm going to bang out 5 pull-ups. So I'm going to come here. The rest is going. Shoulders line up with the end of the board. Hands here on the handles, feet together, and I'm going to pull myself up. Scoot up a little bit. Remember, make sure the chest stays on the board the whole time, so we're not arching our backs as we pull. Okay? Keep that spine in neutral alignment. After my 5 reps, I come down and then rest the remainder of that minute. Same exact format. Alrighty? You can incentivize yourself again. So I hit 140 meters round 1. I'm going to shoot for 141 meters in round 2. Then I only have to do 4 pull-ups. So you can kind of see how it works. You don't have to. You can still shoot, try to increase your meters on your 30 seconds of work, whether it's burpees or row. You could always keep this at 5 if you wanted to. You don't have to drop that number down if you don't want to. It's just some little game you can play. Sometimes you need the games to keep your mind occupied and keep it off the actual, how hard the actual workout is. So that's a great little Metcon, metabolic conditioning circuit. Here we actually in class today, we did 30-90s just before this video. So again, you can change the sets and reps or the rests and work ratios up if you want. Give them a little exercise to do during the rest if you want, or it could just be pure rest. Just periodize it, meaning keep track of what you're doing. So this week we did 30 90s with a certain exercise for 10 reps. Next week we may change that 30 90s. We chart what they got for their meters so they know next week when they do this 30 90 workout again, hey, I got 140 meters, every round. I got to get over 140 next week to try to improve. So measurement equals motivation. So if they've got some numbers that they can measure and keep track of, that way they can chart progress over time. So give these 30 60s a try. I hope you like them.